Good day, everyone. Today, we will be discussing our research paper regarding the determinants influencing the behavioral intention and use behavior of millennials towards the use of mobile wallet. Before we start, here's a brief overview of what to expect in our video presentation. To start, we would like to share with you a quote by Nihal Mehta. The mobile device has become our communications hub, our diary, our entertainment portal, our primary source of media consumption, our wallet, and our gateway to real-time information tailored to our needs. The revolution is now. Relating it to the quote, with the increase in technological advancements in the country, the use of the digital application has created a significant impact on the daily lives of Filipinos. There are various studies that were able to confirm that people offer technologies that are useful, efficient, and convenient. Thus, the people nowadays have become dependent on the use of mobile devices due to the rising internet technologies and enhancements, making it an effective strategy for business to utilize. Furthermore, it is evident that mobile phones are not merely used for communication nowadays, but an essential tool for daily transactions of humans with other people locally and globally. The emergence of different mobile applications has allowed us to have a simpler and efficient process in doing our everyday tasks. Hence, the increase in individuals using mobile wallets have increased over the years. Mobile wallets are changing the traditional ways of transacting, paying bills, transferring money, and etc. Due to its convenience and accessibility, it is widely used in developed countries such as China, USA, South Korea, and Germany. However, there is a slow increase in the popularity and usage of mobile wallets in the Philippines. According to BSP, or known as Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, based on its 2018 data, there are only over 5 million people actively using mobile wallets, which is under 5% of our total population.
With this, the objectives of the study are: first, to identify the determinants influencing the behavior and intention of millennials towards the use of mobile wallets. Second, to provide insights using the unified theory of acceptance and technology acceptance model to further understand the determinants of behavioral intention and the use behavior of millennials' use of mobile wallets. Third, to deliver a research foundation for future researchers regarding millennials' behavior towards the use of mobile wallet. And fourth, to provide management implications to mobile wallet providers regarding the determinants affecting the behavior of millennials towards this service. Together with this, here are the research questions we want to answer. The first one is, what are the determinants that influence the behavioral intention of millennials towards the usage of mobile wallets? Second, how can gender and experience moderate the relationship between the determinants of behavioral intention towards behavioral intention and use behavior? And the third research question is, how does behavioral intention influence millennials' use behavior towards mobile wallet use? For our significance of the study, we wanted mobile wallets to be our main topic because we wanted to determine the behavior of millennials in adopting and accepting the use of mobile wallets as an alternative mode of payment. The research hopes to establish an understanding of the determinants as to how people behave when using a cashless payment system in the Philippine setting. The researchers focused on conducting the study specifically toward the millennial age group since they have been heavy users of mobile phones for texting, emailing, and other services since their childhood. As the future dominating generation, millennials are said to have higher levels of spending power, and they are more likely to use these services as compared to other generations, since this is the first working group that is steeped in digital technology. The paper also aims to help the following stakeholders understand the drivers influencing the behavior of millennials towards the use of mobile wallets. First, mobile wallet providers have an important role in developing credibility and several other factors to develop customer trust and increase the number of users. This study will give additional knowledge regarding the consumer's behavior, which can be helpful for them. Second, Consumers are the source of revenue for a business to operate and grow. With this, it is important for them to be aware of their behavior and intentions towards mobile wallets. Third, this paper can serve as a credible reference for academic institutions, such as the faculty members and students of universities, when researching topics on mobile wallets. Fourth, this paper can show small, medium, and large enterprises that the use of mobile wallets could be useful in the company. And fifth, observing and determining the behavioral intention and use behavior of individuals towards the use of mobile wallets can help policymakers determine and establish policies that can help companies, schools, etc.
We now move on to the review of related literature of this study. The Extended Unified Theory of Acceptance and Use of Technology 2, in short, the UTAUT2, is a theoretic framework proposed by Venkatesh and his colleagues and was derived from the Technology Acceptance Model, in short, TAM. This framework aims to determine and explain the technology acceptance behaviors for the rising use of information technology. The UTAUT2 is more applicable to this study as it focuses more on the customer context. The model implies that performance expectancy, effort expectancy, social influence, facilitating condition, hedonic motivation, price value, and habit has a direct effect on the behavioral intention of individuals, which then influences their behavior in accepting and using the technology. Also, Venkatesh and his colleagues consider age, gender, and experience as a moderating variable in this framework. However, in this study, we will not be using age as a moderator since we are only focusing on millennials. For the review of related literatures for the determinants, we will first start with performance expectancy. The Extended Unified Theory of Acceptance and Use of Technology 2 classifies performance expectancy as the extent that an application of technology will help an individual attain a specific gain in his or her job performance. The acceptance and use of technology of an individual are motivated by the benefits of having a more advantageous and usefulness in his or her daily life. Furthermore, a lot of studies have deemed and support that performance expectancy is the strongest predictor that influences an individual's behavioral intention towards the acceptance and use of technology. Next, effort expectancy is when an individual's acceptance of the technology is dependent on the effortless experience while using the new kind of system. Furthermore, effort expectancy can also be defined as the amount of effort an individual is required to exert when using the technology. Social influence is the degree to which an individual perceives how important people believe that he or she should use and adapt to a new technology. Social influence also leads an individual to believe that the opinions of his or her own family and friends when it comes to using new mobile applications or devices will oppose the idea of using the new technology if opinions of family and friends are not favorable. Facilitating conditions is the degree to which a person refers to the available support and resources to perform a certain behavior. Furthermore, facilitating conditions also refers to an individual's perception on the availability of resources that can remove certain barriers from a technological system. Hedonic motivation is the amount of pleasure or pain an individual feels towards the use of technology. It measures the favorableness or unfavorableness of an individual towards that technology. Price value is defined as the cognitive trade-off of a consumer towards the perceived benefits that he or she will receive from the applications and the monetary cost of using them. Price value is considered important because it helps determine an individual's monetary cost when using the new technology. For the last determinant, habit is the degree to which an individual tends to perform behavior as an act of learning. Also, habit challenges the role of behavioral intention as the lone predictor of technology use. Moving on to the moderators. Gender is also shown to have an effect towards the adoption behaviors in terms of technology acceptance. Gender is used as a moderating factor since it is considered to have a vital characteristic that determines the behavioral intention of an individual towards the use of technology. Next, experience is considered to be one of the major factors that influences the behavior and the behavioral intention of an individual. It was determined that the more experienced the user is, they tend to exhibit targeted behavior as opposed to inexperienced users who would need further exploration. Now that we're done with the moderators, let us now move on to behavioral intention. Behavioral intention is defined as a measure of the strength of one's intention to perform a specific behavior in a specified future. This relates to the motivational factors that influences the willingness of a person towards the performance of a behavior. The seven determinants you see above are said to influence behavioral intention. Lastly, for use behavior, the framework indicates that behavioral intention influences the use behavior of an individual. Use behavior is a factor that intends to determine the extent to which an individual uses a specific technology in their daily lives. It is considered that use behavior is heavily influenced by behavioral intention. Studies have shown that an individual who exhibits strong behavioral intentions tends to end up having a high propensity towards the use and acceptance of that technology. Moving on to the research methodology. This study is conducted in the Philippines, specifically in Metro Manila, which is known to be one of the central business districts and the commercial hub of the country. According to Myers, working millennials who are currently 21 to 40 years old are the best target for this study because this demographic is up to date with the current technological advancements. Millennials are also said to have higher levels of spending power and they are more likely to use these services as compared to other generations since this is the first working group that is steeped in digital technology. The first step in the research design is to use descriptive statistics by obtaining the respondent's profile and characteristics. The researchers handed out survey questionnaires that integrates the different constructs of the extended unified theory of acceptance and use of technology too. Each item was measured with the use of a 7-point Likert scale that ranges from 1, which is strongly disagree, to 7, which is strongly agree. The questionnaire also obtained results on the gender and if the person has experience in using mobile wallets. The researchers then ran the multiple regression analysis and factor analysis, which is used to analyze the relationship between measured variables and latent constructs. The researchers obtained a total of 147 respondents for both surveys. The first survey consists of 34 questions and was used to determine the behavioral intention of an individual towards the use of mobile wallets, while the second survey consists of 28 questions and was used to determine the use behavior of an individual towards their use of mobile wallets. Jamovi was utilized in order to compute for all the statistical analysis in this research. The researchers had a reliability analysis to measure the internal consistency of the statements in the survey questionnaire. It is evident in the table that all of the variables were able to establish reliability and therefore signifies that we are ready to run the regression. For the Pearson's correlation test, the researchers were able to determine which among the variables have the most significant effect towards behavioral intention. It was perceived from the table that habit has the most significant relationship on behavioral intention, while facilitating condition is the least significant. Furthermore, we can see that the p-value of each of the variables is below 0.05, which indicates that they have a significant relationship on behavioral intention independently.
For the first linear regression, we analyzed the determinants towards the behavioral intention of an individual towards the use of mobile wallets. From the data that we were able to obtain, the researchers determined that only performance expectancy and habit are the constructs that show a positive and direct relationship on the behavioral intention of a millennial towards the use of mobile wallets. In reference to the adjusted R-squared of our model, we can see that the independent variables explain 67.3% of the changes in behavioral intention. In reference to the p-value, we can see that the model is statistically significant because it is below 0.05. The results of this study support different findings, such as lean and tedious research, wherein performance expectancy is a factor that significantly influences the behavioral intention of an individual towards the use of mobile wallets. The results show that a user's behavioral intention towards the use of mobile wallets is determined by the usefulness of using the mobile wallet services, or simply, individuals' perception that the usage of new technology will improve their performance towards their daily life. For this research as well, habit is found to be the most influential construct that gives an impact on an individual's behavioral intention to accept and use mobile wallets. Industries and mobile wallet services need to prioritize the habit of use of mobile wallets, since individuals would only be able to gain a habit of use if it is possible to use mobile wallets in many locations. For the second linear regression, the researchers wanted to determine whether the behavioral intention will influence the use behavior of an individual towards the use of a mobile wallet. Hence, the data that the researchers were able to obtain signifies that behavioral intention is a significant and direct factor towards the use behavior of an individual towards the use of mobile wallets. In reference to the adjusted R-squared of our model, we can see that the independent variables explain 67.1% of the influence of behavioral intention towards use behavior. In reference to the p-value, we can see that the model is statistically significant. In our mediation analysis, we also utilized the movie in order to get the results. It is seen that only performance expectancy and habit are the only variables in the model, since these are the only variables that had a significant relationship with behavioral intention. It is perceived that these variables have an indirect and mediated effects on behavioral intention, since their p-value is below 0.05. Next is the moderation analysis of behavior with gender as a moderator. If we look at the p-value of the table, it is clear that no variable has a significant relationship with each other. In this way, we can conclude that gender does not affect the intention of millennials to use mobile wallets. This supports the findings of Wong and his colleagues that gender is found to not have a moderating effect on the relationship towards the behavioral intention and use behavior of individuals towards mobile wallet use. The next slide shows the moderation analysis of use behavior when experience is used as a moderator. Based on the table, performance expectancy has a significant relationship with behavioral intention, while other factors such as effort expectancy, social influence, facilitating condition, hedonic motivation, price value, and habit do not have a significant relationship towards behavioral intention. Furthermore, there was no moderate relationship between behavioral intention and use behavior. As for the moderators, experience has a strong effect on performance expectancy. The survey asked how often a respondent uses mobile wallets, whether it is daily, weekly, or monthly, and a certain trend was seen. Those who use it at least once a week are more likely to continue using mobile wallets. Respondents who are already familiar with the features and usage of mobile wallets are aware of the advantages and usefulness of it, which affects performance as a regular user. To sum up all of our statistical results, performance expectancy and habit has a direct and significant relationship towards the behavioral intention of an individual. Gender has no significant relationships with the determinants of behavioral intention and use behavior of individuals, while experience has a moderating relationship between performance expectancy and behavioral intention. And lastly, behavioral intention has a significant and direct relationship towards use behavior of an individual towards the use of mobile wallets.
As the Philippines tends to be more delayed in these technological advancements, these mobile wallet providers have to be more aggressive when it comes to marketing their mobile wallet services to further let the Filipinos be more aware of what these applications can provide. Mobile wallet providers could also attract consumers by giving more discounts and promos. Lastly, mobile wallet providers could increase the number of their partnerships with companies to have more establishments that accept mobile wallets as payments.
To end this presentation, the researchers would like to propose some recommendations for future researchers. First is to have a bigger target population. Researchers in the future could also include Generation Z to have a more timely and updated study. Second recommendation would be to increase the number of respondents for the survey to improve the accuracy of the study. Third is to adapt structural equation modeling, or known as SEM, to allow more flexible assumptions. Lastly, researchers could also adjust their framework that could best fit the situation. In the next part of this video, the researchers believe that the study will be useful as a reference to let Avesco adhere to the practice of using mobile wallets in the company. Avesco Marketing Corporation is the leading and most comprehensive marketing institution that deals with the distribution of a variety of products in the industrial, electrical, and so on. As of today, Avesco has 6 affiliate companies and approximately 500 dealers nationwide. Avesco also consists of more than 500 employees. Avesco thoroughly screens its employees through a written exam and a face-to-face interview with a supervisor and HR representative in charge. They determine which among the applicants best fit the job description being offered. The company conducts an annual meeting with the higher-ups to assess the overall condition of the company. It allows the departments to be aware of what is happening to the other divisions of Avesco. Avesco provides statutory benefit plans such as SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig. But aside from these, they also provide free sacks of rice 3 times a year. Avesco implements two methods of payroll system: a weekly payroll system for contractual and blue-collared employees, and salaries being given every 15th and 30th of the month for regular and white-collared employees. Avesco follows the standard protocol of employee separation process to ensure that the employees will exit in a smooth and orderly manner. The company provides the employees a checklist that lists down the steps that they have to take in order to complete the process. Avesco strictly follows collective bargaining agreement or CBA with the union to achieve a harmonious and productive relationship with the company.
This is the sample pub of our proposal to Avesco. The name of our program would be Avesco Goes Digital, since we propose that the company should adopt the use of mobile wallets due to the benefits that it can give. For our proposal, we would like to integrate mobile wallets, specifically Gcash, in the company Avesco. We believe that it can attract internal and external workforce, and as well, this technology will help bring the company adaptability and functionality that will ensure long-term success. Based on part 1 of the video, the researchers were able to determine that these two variables, namely performance expectancy and habit, have a significant relationship towards behavioral intention. The researchers were also able to conclude that behavioral intention has a significant impact on user behavior. This means that millennials would prefer to use mobile wallets if it's perceived that the benefits of using the mobile wallet will greatly help them in their daily lives, enable them to have performed better, and if they will be able to use this in many locations to form a habit. The researchers created a timeline that will take 7 weeks to execute. The first week is dedicated to pitch the idea to the board and human resource department of Avesco. For week number 2, assuming that the proposal has been approved, Avesco will have to fill up the necessary forms to register with Gcash. Week number 3 will be the first seminar between Gcash employees and the HR team, where they will be oriented on the different functions of the application and the processes on how compensation and benefits could be integrated. This is going to be a week-long event to ensure that the team is familiar and ensure that the company is ready to adopt mobile wallets. Furthermore, Gcash will be giving out free credits to the participants of their seminar for the employees in Avesco to get an idea of the process of using mobile wallet applications. For week number 4, it will be the integration of mobile wallets to the company. The announcement will be done through email, text blasts, banners around the office, website, and a tarpaulin outside the building. For the 5th and 6th week, there will be a seminar where the HR team orients every department in Avesco. The HR team will be presenting its initiative on shifting to mobile wallets and showcase the benefits when employees adapt to it. The presentation will also include steps on how to register and provide an overview of the different functions of the applications. Lastly, for the 7th week, it is to check up on the employees if they have any concerns about the use of mobile wallets.
There are a lot of benefits that employees who will shift to mobile wallets will gain, but we listed down some salient features that this technology may bring. First of all, mobile wallets are convenient since transactions may be made through the use of smartphones. You may pay bills, transfer money, have a savings account, and so on in one mobile application. For the HR department, with the use of mobile wallets, they will be able to keep track of income and expenditure since it is recorded in the system immediately. This will help them have a good overview of their cash flow. It is also more efficient since they will have a simpler way of bookkeeping because everything will become automatic, which means a better accounting system for the compensation department. Adopting mobile wallets will let Avesco gain a good image since the public will know that the company is open to innovation. This will attract the millennials and Generation Z since they are inclined with the use of technology in their daily lives. Also, since we are integrating this into the company, it will be used in the canteen as an alternative payment method. So the chances of losing money or theft will be lower since employees will not bring cash. The implementation of mobile wallets can offer flexibility in the payroll system, in which the company may opt to customize according to their employees' needs. These may include investment options, saving schemes, and so on to help their employees receive financial strategies. This will enable the employees to boost their employee satisfaction since they are aware that the company values the welfare of their employees. With mobile wallets, it will establish a good image for the company on its current and new employees. Since Avesco is up to date with the current innovations of technology, Avesco may attract employees that are more skilled and talented since they were able to maintain a good status from the eyes of the public.
Thank you for listening.